Alright, I'm back now. Weren't nothing. Just had to make a phone call. Being as how I'm too poor to afford a video recording device and a government cell phone, I had to use my government cell phone camera to make a phone call. And the camera don't run in the background with the phone, thank God. Anyway, mad science. Webster's dictionary defines mad science as an eccentric form of science punctuated by insanity and often unethical practices of medicine combined with witchcraft, karate, and WWE wrestling. And then set on fire, feet first in a blender. The thesaurus says that, "Roar, I'm a dinosaur. Roar, I'm just kidding, y'all." Shows how stupid I am. But I'm on my way. That mad science degree is good as mine. If Donnie can learn how to read, then by God, I can learn how to be a mad scientist. And send out this bitchin' aptitude video battery to get accepted into mad scientist schooling. Hell, you don't need any damn money. All you gotta do is blow them away with a video that gets more than 5 likes. Y'all can give me 5 likes, right? Hell, all I gotta do is say something stupid on Dr. Phil. That little bitch is a millionaire. She can't even spend the damn money. She's sitting there sassing her mama on stage, making millions of dollars. Well, her mama ought to damn take all that damn money and donate it to kids who ain't bastards and give them all kinds of toys and vacations. And while she sits there and watches all them kids enjoy her damn internet dum-dum money, how about that? But being as hell, that ain't my, you know what I'm saying? This ain't my ball and it ain't my courtroom. I can't play hoops over on that side of the end zone. I'm gonna go ahead and sling y'all a line drive right up onto the foul line. Go ahead and give you some proper 1 point in lacrosse. My metaphors, though, whimsically created, so willy-nilly, to quote a genius, God rest his soul. He's still alive, but he ain't got no arms and legs. He's pretty much a vegetable, but that sumbitch tastes terrible in a big ass thing of ranch dressing. Plus, it's hard to dip him when he's got that big ass bed attached to him. And then it's hard to get him in and out of the damn grocery store with that fucking wheelchair blocking the damn door. And then, have you ever tried to eat a wheelchair? Or a hospital bed? He pees in that thing, y'all. I mean, really. It might be fire retarded and all, but there's a crippled man with no arms and no legs burnt to a damn crisp peeing in that damn thing you trying to eat with dressing. All because they causing him a vegetable. Shame on y'all. And when I fix this here dildo, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing it in his honor. Captain Crispy Flipper. Shouldn't have been such a dick before you lost your arms and legs and skin. Then maybe people wouldn't call you Mr. Crispy Flippers. Even though his name is Chris P. Flippers. That's just, hell, I don't hire the employees, I just sign the check. Do you dig what I'm throwing on your grave there? I think right now it'd be a good idea to prematurely heat up this here soldering iron. I like how that camera just did that, just because it wanted to. That's pretty fucking badass. You got that right, bro? He did. Anyway, I ain't lie about military service so I can get expedited disability benefits and almost lose legs that I never almost lost in a battle I never been in to give up so easily. So tonight, not only are we gonna have a dildo that was previously forgotten about, cast aside in some lady's garbage I just dug out. I'm gonna throw it back in her damn window and I'm gonna keep the trigger switch. I'm gonna hook it up to a Bluetooth transmitter. Bam, see if I'm gonna get 750-foot range on that guy. Turn it on, surprise dildo. And they said miracles don't happen. They laughed at me when you know what, Jimmy, you ain't never gonna invent a Bluetooth capable, wirelessly power supplied, Wi-Fi enabled dildo with the toggle switch. Well, guess what, motherfucker? They say Johnny Van Zant would never be the second lead singer of Leonard Skinner. You know what? Some bitch got Gary Rossington playing fucking Freebird solos. Shit you not. Men like that, we don't just cut our sleeves off. We tear them off with our bare hands. And fist fights. Well, I tell you what. If only loving by the pound was paying by the penny. If loving by the pound was paying by the penny, I wouldn't need to get into damn mad scientist school. I wouldn't have to have somebody hold my beer because I'd be busy drinking it instead of fixing dildos. But like that Mac Method guy said, if it were to be done, then it were to be done damn done right first time, instead of having to go back and do it again and get denied benefits and have to come up with another cover story because your lies weren't consistent enough to defraud the disability check department. And I quote, that's Stephen Bakespeare. Shake and bake, baby. Ain't somebody to do a goddamn miracle with a can of Wall-Fed D. But that's neither beer nor dare. We're here to get down to some dildo fixing. Imagine, if you will, a broken dildo. It ain't gonna be hard. It's right here in front of you. You might say, now, a broken dildo, well, that ain't much of a dildo at all, is it? And you'd be right. You'd be right. Just like saying that the batteries are dead in my remote control, but it plugs in to recharge, but the cord's broke. So I guess you'd say that wireless remote that's plugged in, rechargeable, fucking, it's a dead goddamn remote. Just a hunk of plastic. I'm gonna tell you right now. Masturbating women need to have people look after their phallic objects of sexual stimulation and whatnot, seeing as how I can't be everywhere at once until I get accepted into mad scientist school and learn how to clone hella clones of myself. Oh boy. All I can say is you better damn close up the TCBYs. Keep them LADYs in your EYEY eyes, or I'm gonna come swoop them up in my horseback wagon, which is actually a panel van. But it's a panel van that plays comforting music like Kenny Loggins and contemporary Kenny G and Michael McDonald hits. And now that's what I call Music 65, Kids Bop version. It keeps my rabid wild monkey that I got illegally from a smuggler that I met for a ½ ounce of crank. It keeps that sumbitch from getting up, throwing his shit at everybody, biting the fuck out of everybody you come across till you give him a shiny coin. Then the sumbitch won't leave you alone. He swears he's worse than a Mexican kid in Mexico begging for a change from an American person who gives in foolishly. You ever heard of Pied Piper? Imagine that, but with Mexican kids, and that it didn't work. Matter of fact, it worked the exact opposite of Pied Piper. Pretty sure the Mexican kids followed the shit out of him till he died of Mexican kids begging all over him. Don't do it. I'm proud bunch of American people who earn our mad science degree by rooting around in old ladies' trash cans fixing their dildos. And then under the cover of night. So imagine a wingless drone, only a dildo. And as you're imagining that, Nobel Committee, I got plenty of ink pens if you needs one. Make the check out to $HHH, baby. That's with 2 A's. The $2 signs are for the money I'm going to make off of suing the shit out of everybody. Just because I got some money and a mad scientist degree now. Find shit to sue folks on. I'm going to be like that Jeopardy guy that always wins the most money and comes back the next day, only on the Judge Judy circuit. I'm going to sue until she denies my claims. Hell, what you gonna do if you win all that damn money and Nobel Prize fame from mad scientists and bionic dildo technologies powered by Wi-Fi with a remote Bluetooth on and off switch? Hell yeah, it's waterproof. You seen the inside one of them damn things? Who makes a dildo that ain't waterproof? It's got electronics in it. We ain't trying to kill the poor girls. Just kind of stun them a little bit so we can get in there and take their TV and any Sudafed if they got any. True part. Alright. I know y'all are excited to get down to the science. But I could tell by the lack of numbers next to that viewership count that it don't matter none, no way. It's my show. Plus, this ain't for y'all no way. It's for them suits up there in the Swiss mountains with them big ass goddamn gold coins and them barrels full of money. And their stethoscopes for no goddamn good reason. I guess to see if their reanimated corpses do or do not have a heartbeat. They do not. But they breathe. That's pretty crazy, right? And they get morning wood like a motherfucker. Don't fall for it. Them undead son bitches, they ain't out to goddamn tang no string. They ain't out to tag no good old range Angus. No good old Angus Jersey heifers. Mm-mm. No. They like their amazing grazing women ablazing because they set him on fire like Vikings. Y'all don't know nothing about this shit. This is mad science. Am I right? Haters gonna hate, right? Famous words. That's what Jesus of Nazareth's last words really was. Not forgive them because they ain't know what they done because they dum-dums. It's, I told them, y'all, haters gonna hate. Then he went out like a boss because there ain't no other way to go if your naked ass is nailed to a piece of wood, is it? Not me, not me. The only time I'm going out, you say, set me on fire now or what? Hold my beer as I die on this cross. That's what I'd say. I can't hold it myself on account of my hands is nailed to these goddamn pieces of wood. Hey, we got us a beer. Just in time to see me fix this broken dildo. Put a Bluetooth transmittable toggle switch. Get it a vibrating again. And earn my PhD in mad scientist technologies. And get judged accurately when the mad scientist committee uses this here video to determine where my proper placement within the ranks of white coat mad motherfuckers is gonna be. You just tell me right now, Jimmy from the trailer park, bet his brother a whole case of cold ones that since his dumb ass learned how to read overnight, I'm gonna be a mad scientist of my own making. I'm a self-made goddamn man, you hear me? Self-made man. Also, I know where to get lots and lots and lots of Sudafed. However, that's neither fear nor scare. We're here to do some innovative technologies in the name of science and learnings and such. For those who ain't such learned people and is, in fact, on the dum-dum side. What you're going to do is you're going to take this here cellular phone or CD Walkman or something that you got a damn 3.5mm headphone jack input that you don't give new shits about. And you're going to tear that sumbitch out without breaking the circuit boards around it or the two leads leading it to the soldering on the circuit board. Now, the circuit board ain't what's important here. The important thing is keeping them two little soldered leads intact because there ain't much wire. I mean, wire ain't hard to come by, but it is kind of when everybody's taking every bit of copper wire you got and turning it into, meth money. Like I said, hood adjacent, am I right? Double wide thug life. So after you break that sumbitching thing, just pretend like it's your old lady's neck or something and she come in too late burning the mashed taters. Take and locate your headphone input device, and you separate it from the skeleton of this your cell phone. Meanwhile, all soldering irons getting nice and hot, fellas. Oh, I'm sure would hate to be somebody's eyeball and or a roll of soldering wire. Or my lap when I inevitably drop it because I'm too damn drunk to hold it. But mad scientist is a dangerous game. More dangerous than wearing sunglasses indoors. Or wearing too many clothes in Hawaii above the shirt. To have that perfect little... It's not a V-neck in Hawaii, it's called the bitchin' chest. Get used to it. But seeing as how we in a trailer park, not Hawaii, this will have to motherfucking do. It's getting a little hot up in here. You don't pay no attention to this glorious hair of mine. I have to wear a disguise in the name of DEA agents who are currently trying to track me and my brother down for lighting up 13 trailer parks over alleged explosions involving certain illicit chemicals, allegedly. When in doubt, just get in a wheelchair and roll your ass on out of there. I should put this shit on t-shirts, huh? You know what? We gonna need a propane torch just cause why the fuck not? Nothing says set some shit on fire like something that'll set some shit the fuck on fire. Only this thing is, Donnie made off with my lighter, and I'll never see it again. Sure. That's why I'm chewing this big-eared snuff right here. This ain't even mine, man. It's the snuff I found in the trash can. That's why I'm waiting on somebody to bring me some right now. Ugh. Same people that just shuddered at me. I seen y'all slobbering over that damn coon carcass I was roasting over that trash fire yesterday night at the barbecue grill. They just gonna hate me. They've been after me for years for my daily Spitfire coon dog recipe for varmint cooking. Hey man, you hate on that till you've ever had a rat on a stick cooked over a trash fire? You don't know what you're missing. Absolutely delicious as two fat girls fighting over the last Budweiser on a bar stool. And believe you me, that's pretty goddamn entertaining shit. Especially when you put a little bit of fry oil between the two of them and throw some Glad wrap on the seat of the damn thing. Oh hell. Oh hell. I mean, when you grow up in a place where books was the only something you read about in books that you couldn't read, then come and talk to me. Until then, oh, by the way, I own all creative licensing to this here filmentation documentationization. So don't y'all be going stealing my dildo innovations, trying to repurpose your own goddamn stimulators. This is my fancy $1 million idea. Plus, I'm pretty sure that you got to have an original video to send into the society. I'm having quite a difficult time breaking this goddamn headphone jack out of the cell phone. Belinda, get your dumb ass in here so I can smash this other here phone up against your dang head like I did last week. She can't hear nothing. She's crippled and retarded. More like just dumb. I'm just kidding. I love my sisters. But she is my first cousin, y'all. Seriously. We gonna campaign. If I can be something other than a dude or a chick on Facebook, I ought to be able to put kissing cousins as my relationship status. I'm just fucking saying. And I'd know a thing or two about crazy ass ideas, being as I'm the one Frankenstein and a dildo back to life. Making him better. Hey man, getting two birds stoned at once. I could be a mad scientist. If that shit falls through, hell, I'm a shoe-in for the Film Actors Guild. Alright. What we have here is a disemboweled 3.5mm goddamn headphone jack off a destroyed cell phone. No domestic violence required. But the domestic beer, that's more important than this goddamn soldering iron. But we'll get to that. First, I got to find me some batteries what ain't been peeled to use up in a alleged substance operations. Manufacturing. I think we're into a medical supply company. That's what it is. You know, we provide farmers medical supplies. That's what it is. A medical farm supply company. Hell, maybe it's a damn medical farm. Who the hell? What the fuck does it matter? So what we're gonna do is, you see these little two leads right here. My government phone might not be able to pick it up. but they shiny, you'll know. You're just gonna have this. Here's your 2 leads now. This is what's gonna be powering this sumbitch. Well, it's the switch that's coming from the other switch, which is primarily wired straight to the direct power source, which in this case will be some unpeeled batteries. We'll never damn find them. I swear there ain't no batteries in a Walmart 10 fucking years from here. Harder to get than goddamn pussy in the desert. Y'all gonna appreciate my humor when I'm gone, god damn it. And when I got radio controlled Bluetooth dildos of flapping and buzzing and everybody's goddamn fireplace hurts. Laughing myself all the way to the bank to cash my big cardboard check for fixing dildos. Finally, I'll save you. They said to Jesus now. He got a big head about it. The thing is, I ain't gonna catch syphilis from a whore at a well and think I'm the son of God. Ain't gonna happen. I am gonna be elected president though. But away from the stolopics and back to the science. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have to solder ourselves and wire together these 2 contact points right here on the left side and the right side. Then this 1 chair in the middle, that's just going to be my grounding. That's going to secure my connection there. If I was to have capacitors in this here thing, this is what would tell my cellular telephone that I in fact have a headphone installed in my headphone jack, because apparently the smartphone is only as smart as its dumb owners. And oh, woo, the dinosaurs went first, really? Anyway. Oh, we had to hurry, y'all. Hear the sirens coming. They know they got my hover rounds in the back all stolen up. They're going to run the VINs, and I'm going to be going to chain gang, so I better get this video done. A lot of people use flux, but that's when you're splicing wires from one gauge to another gauge, or from 2 like gauges in a wiring. But we ain't gonna need that, because all we're doing is we're making ourselves an electrical connection to where we can take some wires and stick them somewhere where there wasn't no wires before, and make wires go somewhere where some power's gonna happen. Mad Science 101. I believe, I am no expert in sex toy identification, but I just believe that this here is the insides of one, else and it's some kind of a crazy damn, like a pet rock, only like a Mexican jumping bean that you walk. Allegedly. But you know what? If it wasn't a sex toy, oh, it's finna be. You also gonna need yourself a pair of headphone style gauge wires, something real nice and light, something that ain't gonna be too heavy, that's not gonna impede the power flow too much. A pair of headphones will work just fine, or a pair of speakers from a Zenith cassette deck, single CD player top that you got in the 90s for Christmas, allegedly. That shit'll work perfect. That speaker wire there is perfect. You don't need that heavy gauge shit. We're not powering the damn starter on a 442. Or the forklift need to get my ex-wife out of the damn house again. You know, just something real simple. Kind of like a tens unit, only half that. Look at me, I was a mad scientist, not a goddamn math magician. Say that sumbitch and shit to somebody else with some numbers and such. I'm just here for the blowing shit up. Allegedly. In the Sudafed. Being as I do not currently have a Bluetooth Bluetooth transmitter, because I pawned my Turtle Beach wireless headset, because I was hurting $450, you know what I mean? Anyway, what we're gonna have to do is forego this sumbitching thing right here, and go ahead and splice us some wires into this toggle switch so that we can keep this plug jack without having to do no further Frankensteining to this here piece of wire. Now, I ain't no professional, but I've seen a whole lot of jackass, so I'm pretty sure I'm confident that I'm wearing my cup. I've got my Bible in my back pocket, the small one that they give you in jail. God loves you, so he puts you in the chain gang. Said every dummy ever. He wanted me to learn a lesson. From what you learn then. Do you stick your finger in that socket and come back a skeleton looking sumbitch with smoking hair? Then, my friend, is when you learn something. Unless you go and think it's cool and stick your finger in there again, because like the way your hair lights up and you smell kind of funny with your smoking ass head. And it's pretty cool to see yourself as an x-ray for a couple seconds. We sure do love our moonshine around here. This part of operation, I'm going to go ahead and have going back to the Snap-on Match School inventory library and go and get the bolt cutters so that I can go bust down the storage unit and get a pair of wire cutters. Necessity is the mother of all inventions. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Well, since the police was circling around and I seemed to have found my fire, what we gonna do here is avoid a burglary charge and go ahead and backwood splice this your wire by just melting the fucking shit out of the insulation around it. Pay attention now, you might blow your goddamn selves up one day if you don't. Or have a dildo that don't work. God, they told me, you never turn Sudafed into meth, you're crazy. Look at the trailer park now, Mom and Dad. Except for pollen season, then we turn our meth back into Sudafed. Oh, your boy Jimbo knows the guy for everything. That's why I traded in my car for the horses, because I do love myself a drunk, fat, passed out woman at last call. That last greasy, fat ham hock having beauty bread for buttering and basting in my bed. who won the wrestle for the last beer served on that single bar stool. Well, that's my bosom baby right there, buddy. My big balloon-shaped gorilla of a woman face of a horse and the breath to match. How we doing on the south side? That's right. Anyway, after I unfolculate this here fire, I promise you, it may seem like I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. It ain't true. I just never done it before. I know exactly what I'm doing, just never applied actual, never actually put it into plans, just schemed it out on graphing paper. I had to use a grease board. Can't afford graph paper or an easel. Or grease board, so I just broke into the school and just used their goddamn. He would have a eraser him, somebody should never know I was there. All I do is put duct tape back over the windowsill before I leave. Shit. It's a perfect place breaking into a school, by the way. They always blame it on them little turd brat kids. They don't never blame it on Jimmy and his brother Donnie breaking in there for use of the computer internets and grease boarding up drafting plans for bionic dildos. Secretly. I knew Donnie. As soon as he found out, boy, Donnie would start hating. He'd say, I might not know how to read, but at least I ain't scavenging broken dildos and trying to fix them for a mad scientist degree. And I said, you've obviously never heard of the internets, have you? And of course, I, sir, am filming my aptitude battery entrance exam for the procurations of my mad scientifics degree, because my dumb-ass brother learned how to read overnight and called out my current one that I presented to him as real, as a fake. So now I got to back it up. So I'm taking this here broken dildo, and I'm taking this here on and off switch with this 3.8 millimeter headphone jack, soldering it to this here input, going to Walmart and stealing a Bluetooth transistor because I pawned my damn wireless headset. And I'm going to make this here dildo not only vibrate again, but I'm going to make it do it from a distance. Hey, it ain't rape if she suddenly becomes aroused by her own vibrating stimulation device from the grave. She'll think it's better than her husband coming back from that explosion, what killed him. Anyway, no, I'm trying to make money off being an internet dum-dum for cash, kind of like a prostitute, only using, instead of my body for sexual favors in exchange for money, I'm using my broad scope as a talented actor and knowledge of basic electronic repair and circuitry and whatnot. It's combining science with comedy, with white trash, with internet dum-dum, make me rich. So, this is right now, Uncle Cody. This is where you choose. Do you hate, or do you laugh all the way till I jump out of my kid's little tax wagon with my giant cardboard check, rolling barrels full of money behind me, wearing a big-ass Nobel Prize for mad science? You'd think I'd Flavor Flav from the trailer park, by God, but I've given this trailer park something to be proud of besides a massive stockpile of Sudafed tablets and mysterious shortage of batteries that ain't been peeled. Anyway, yeah, I was going to do a regular mad scientist thing, but I didn't have any glue sticks to glue the cotton ball puffs over my eye, and the only thing I had was this, I think it's like a stripper wig. I figured, hell, as long as I got a sleeveless denim vest, check, and or a wife beater, check, and or a hat to cover up the fact that it's a stripper wig and not just a plain mullet. Check. That I just might, be able to turn my forfeiture of self-indignation, or whatever the hell you want to call that shit. Plot up, man. That's what I eat for breakfast. Most people eat omelets and Wheaties. I eat plotting it ups. Damn right. Plotting it up's the noise that the fat chicks make when I pick them up off the damn bar stool, throw them over my horse, and take her on down to the trailer park for a good old-fashioned game of Lot 32 Twister. Which ain't that fun, unless you're Bill Cosby. He had a good go with it, eh? So back to the fusionation of this here wires. I done took my fire, stripped this insulation off. Now you're going to see 3 wires in here. One is going to be your ground wire, what transmits the resistance to the capacitors and dumps it off to ground so you can complete your damn electronical circuit. Because you can't have a functioning electronic circuit without a what? A source, a path, a control, and a load. That's it. Just like my cousin Danny's ex-wife. Those 4 things, you got yourself a surefire thing. She's putting out. By load, I mean carrying around all her bags of grain. She's a horse. I'm just playing, y'all. Because she does look rather equestrian. Where y'all getting my head all full of fumes? I meant crazy distractions. Let me go ahead and get back to the task at hand. We got a dildo to make vibrate from a distance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully peel back enough of this here insulation so that I can isolate my ground wire, which needs to absolutely never ever contact the inner sleeve wires, which are usually color-coded, blue or white. I meant red and white. Sorry, I just say what I want to most times. Once we get a good enough strip of that isolated so we can pull kind of that insulation out a little bit without compromising the structure of the wires inside, thus diminishing the amount of ohms that we're pushing through this circuit, which would send us how we ain't got no damn fuse on this here device. We don't want to set nobody's pussy on fire, literally, and then electrocute them to death, even though, by God, that would be one hell of a way to go, wouldn't it? Just do it before I get the patent on it, that's all I'm saying. Or after I sell it to the investors. I ain't sending you no kind of damn money. This is my $14. Set your pussy on fire, that's your own damn fault. Y'all be responsible with your remote control Wi-Fi vibrator. Play responsibly. Hell, I got to. Lest I end up smashed a trailer park pancake between 2 big old ham hock of a ladies. All it's going to take is one of them drunk sons of bitches to roll on over on me the wrong way, pin me up between the next one. Because I will be having 2 fat chicks at the same time once this here video gets me into college. Believe that. The first one ever. Like I said, if loving's by the penny, it pays by the pound. Oh, this fucking shit is too hard to be serious to me. It's like midget burlesque theater or some shit. It's supposed to be serious, but goddamn it, they're midgets. We're going to play with some fire just a little bit more, because that seems to always keep me back on focused. till that second heifer, she can pull up 3 cushions off the couch and pop herself down on the floor if she wants to, but I ain't picking her ass up in the morning. I have old horse drag her ass out the window. I think that's the first fucking window frame I've had to replace because I drug a fat girl out by horseback. Well, surprise, surprise. Oh my God. People better put this like all over the internet as if it were fucking as if it were a goddamn Emma Watson and Miley Cyrus all girl fucking hardcore strap on action video. You feel me? This shit better have more goddamn views than the 3rd season of American Idol's finale. Or else I had to make another video. Goddamn. My characters ain't too much fond of good self-reflection and positive imagery and also role modeling for the youngerns. Because I don't give a damn about no role modeler. The role model I'm going to do is right on Thanksgiving Day when I'm taking pictures of my fucking dinner before I devour the fuck out of it. At Ryan's, because they got the badass yeast rolls and ain't no more Ryan's left. There's a few. There's a few. And it ain't no goddamn Golden Corral. So that's why I go there. Golden Corrals. They're trying to cater to the Las Vegas style buffet lifestyle, and let me tell you something. Only thing buffeter than the Vegas buffet is a goddamn Vegas buffet. Don't you fucking dare believe it and try to fucking copy it. You'll never, ever, ever get a good Vegas style buffet outside of Las goddamn Vegas, Nevada. Believe me, I've done seen plenty of movies about it. Because I can't afford to go nowhere on account of my car exploded. My horse is a drug addict. And is suffering from arthritis of the knees from hauling fat girls from last call every night for the last 30 years straight. Mama's on her deathbed burning to death, said, Jimmy, you ain't no count. You ain't never gonna amount to nothing. Well, guess what, Ma? You take your crispy words and take your crispy words and you can put them up in a big old puff of smoke. Because good old Jimmy, the dumb one, compared to my brother, they call me the dumb one. Hey, I guess we'll see. Anyway. So we got these damn here wires that I done fucked up already. Much like the jawline of my 3rd ex-wife, this sumbitch here is fucked up most times. Like the strap on a goddamn set of Liberties in my great Uncle Jeb with his 450-pound ass. Some bitch is stressing goddamn blue jean straps on a set of Liberties, you hear me? And he wear them some bitch until the last thread fell off, and he's walking around Walmart with an oak leaf. He don't need it. But it's better see an oak leaf than a little old tiny little old tuft of fucking what looks like one of the Three Stooges in an eternal leg lock. He was slapping that son bitch like him too. I swear some bitch, he's off in his head a little bit. He spent too much time downwind from lot 34. If you know what I'm saying, if you can catch what I'm throwing on that filter. That good old anhydrous, them anhydrous neons. Them old blue and red lights flashing their way on down to the DEA bus that they can't never make stick on lot 34. Know why? Because I'm too incompetent, my lawyer says, to understand the scope of my incompetence, thus declaring me too incompetent to be incompetent. It's even a name for it. It's like some kind of Flu Kruger's effect or some shit. There's a graph, but hell, the only thing I need to know about a graph is red, white, blue. Done. Or B2, C2, E2. E2's a hit. Everything else missed. Now I got your ship destroyed. Battleship is a good game to play amongst gentlemen in striped pajamas that work for the state for a living, for free. Oh, they're going home all right. But it's going to be a while before they see them gals. So rather than get chased around by very tempting, very ladylike ladies of the chain gang, us men like Jimmy old sleeveless everything here, soon to be known as Dr. Erich von Stein Fiction Dildos. Because I'm going to get a German accent with that doctorate degree, you bet. It'd be a whole lot easier if I had a pair of, wire strippers, but shit. Can't jump the fence in the bolt cutters or break in a storage building to get it without the police. I'm trying to go places that ain't going to give me a bond before I can get out. Unless they plan to give me a cardboard cutout of James Bond. That'd be pretty bitchin'. But I'd still be able to get out, without it, if I chose, which I wouldn't. But I could, anyway. Some bitchin' just distracting me from my mad science ambitions. You know how long I doodled these things on a piece of graph paper that I broke into in the school grease board? 2-3 days straight. I would have left sooner, but goddamn brother passed out like a dumb shit. Can't leave him, he wouldn't wake up. I just sat there and I plotted and plotted and plotted my rise to mad scientist stardom, my notoriety, my notoriousations and whatnot. I said, I'm going to be bigger than Tupac's dick if it were 200 feet tall. And dangling from Godzilla. By a strap on. Pretty goddamn tall. Pretty goddamn big. Pretty fucking thug life too, if you ask me. Thug life adjacent around Lock 32. You feel me? We ain't got beepers, but we do got things that have bubblegum in them that look like beepers. And we might walk around slick going beep, beep, beep. Phones in the trailer park. I'm going to talk to somebody, by God, I'll just rattle the bag. Somebody know the sound of a shard bag shaking from here to goddamn East Valley. And them some bitches hear it, and they come a-running. I say, man, I got to go, man. You ain't bringing no suit fit this money or get the fuck out. Unless you got something cool like a fat chick you want to sell into temporary but consensual sex slavery. Fingers crossed, right? Old Jimmy No Sleeves here is a defier of I nevers. Just asked that to the dude that said, Jimmy, you ain't never gonna set me on fire because I talk shit about you at the bowling alley. That son bitch crispier than the goddamn piece of Colonel's original extra crispy with the secret herbs and spices, which ain't shit but like some salt and pepper and garlic and shit, I'm sure. 11 secret herbs and spices. Bitch, I seen the box. I ain't come for the chicken, I come for the armed robbery. Allegedly. But that was before I found out how delicious the salvation tastes when you come to know Jesus Christ through the cold filtered American grace. And by getting on the beer, I got off the porn, I got off the doing of the meth, and now just strictly to the alleged medical supply transportation company. Wink, wink. Plus, sometimes I'm known to act. Pretty good actor, too, I'd say. Fooled you, assholes. Alright. While I'm busy carefully tearing these insulation off without severing the wires, because stubborn as hell, instead of probably going to find an easily, readily available set of wire strippers. Tim Toolman Taylor was my favorite, and Benford Tool Time was my favorite part of the show. This is what you call it, a hominy barrage. It's a 4th of July festival up square for Tim the Toolman Taylor. Basically, what this is, it's metaphoricalized, so that dum-dums down there at the trailer park can understand me, and the scientifical folks up there at the Mad Science College don't feel too off-put by my dum-dum country dialect, which is very, very, very selective, gentlemanly quality to have nowadays. Being as hell, at least you can understand my dum-dum shit. Everybody else, they just half-ass. How you get your money down? Like they just took a big old huff of Freon and then hopped right on off the school bus with no shoes, like a big old cartoon whirlwind bouncing off the pavement, landing dead on your feet, and then looking dead at me and smiling like a retard and walking away. That takes some balls. Also, a knowledge of basic physics, comfortability with one's self, a proper assessment of trajectories and impacts. Fuck it. This is mad science, right? No one said it had to be goddamn rocket science. Is that fancy pants layman term bullshit that they speak up there in the NASA satellites in outer space? Mad science is the true form of science. This is where all these explosions and battery strips and hold my beer and this is where all that shit come from. Only the fire hazard is real, and also the chance that you might make a money checks is better than it was when it first started, when there's absolutely no chance of anyone other than you and the person who set you on fire. Damn, did you see what happened to Donnie? Hell no, because we don't have internet. I didn't see him. What happened to Donnie? He said his drunk ass fell off a horse after getting into a fight with this fat girl he picked up on the barstool duel. Fell right into a damn fresh bottle of sweating, discarded lithium strips, fresh off of fucking anhydrous smog. Caught his stupid dumbass on fire and literally shot him across the whole lower 40 like a human cannonball with no cannon. Just launched his ass. Pure jet propulsion. Too bad you wasn't there to see that, and too bad that Jesus Christ hadn't told us that we was okay to have the internets yet. We wasn't ready for internets yet. Unless, I wasn't sitting in that goddamn... How am I supposed to watch porn at 2 o'clock in the morning if that goddamn AOL shit starts screeching and screaming and hollering like a goddamn monkey with his foot caught in a bear trap at 2 in the morning? How the fuck? Dial-up is bad for your late-night masturbation habits. I promise you that. Believe it. Just take it from a trusted dildo professional who's, again, fully aware of the principles behind this, but totally ignorant as to doing it before. So I know how to do it. I just ain't never done it. Like my daddy said, we ain't lost, boy. We just ain't never been here before. Ain't you ever heard of exploring? Hell, Daddy, we ain't gone nowhere. We sitting in here in the damn parking lot on cinder blocks. Daddy's on the duster again, you know what I mean? He keeps a can or two stuffed up in his Liberty pouch. The thing about mad science, too, you can't really fuck it up, neither. Because best case scenario, you end up on fire. Worst case scenario, someone else ends up on fire. It's a win-win. Other than the promise of money checks, this is an investment in my future, a sound business decision. Other than getting people to buy Sudafed for me, because I can't. Not till next month. Allegedly. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, thespianism is its own form of mad science, only instead of explosions, it's just a bunch of talk of explosions allegedly happening and people getting hurt for me. That's pretty cool. Fuck that, man. You can do that role for $4 million, you can get yourself injured and do your own goddamn stunts, I say. You ain't finna even give no daps or nothing. The stuntman ain't finna say, "Hold my beer, Brad Pitt, while I go and take a bullet for you." Because, you know, he finna chug the rest of it before he goes in. Because he's really ready to bash that sumbitchin' bottle upside his head. So where's your stunt double now, Mr. Bleedy Face Man? How's them 17 adopted refugees treating you now? But little do we know that Angelina and Brad's been raising Somali pirates to do a Captain Hook musical. Starring Tom Hanks. It's a big old metaphor about gummy bears. Remember when shit was filmed in Canada because it was cheaper? Like the X-Files. CIA headquarters, Langley, Virginia, aka Alberta, Ontario, Quebec. Some place with Frenchy languages on the stop signs. You know that their stop signs are circle with two. It's like a circle inlaid with a triangle inlaid with another square in a diamond shape. Isn't that fucking weird? They also ain't red up there in Canada. They're seafoam green with a fringe of sequins. I guess they're spending all that saving all that damn money on insurance premiums by offering universal health care. They can afford to have gay stop signs, am I right? I'm gonna go up there and steal me one as soon as I get this here barrel of money. Big ass Nobel Prize. I think it's made out of real gold. I can get a good penny for it at the pawn shop. The Jewish fella down there making weapons grade plutonium out of recycled smelted copper and brass and gold and silver. You best believe you're not. They're making super chip computer conductors for refurbished, refabricated dildos until I beat them to the punch. This right here is the Russians' arms race with bionic dildos. God damn it, I'm tired of thinking of things first, not making the damn money, and seeing some other asshole wiping his ass with $100 bills off my fucking idea 10 years down the road when I'm drunk as hell one night. Watching infomercials, trying to roll off a 450-pound woman off my chest before I suffocate to death. I ain't say it was glorious, but it is extreme. Back to the soldering iron. Yeah, I'm a true patron of my craft here because I'm totally like, oh my God, he's put that on Facebook? What about his grandma? He should put that on YouTube. Like, fuck y'all, I ain't even watching, so. Tomorrow, wake up with your questions. But Marvel, God damn, he is a good actor, though. Silver lining, just like Jerry Reed, right? He didn't take the damn guitar job. So he ended up having to do the same damn guitar job, only this time in a chicken suit. But some bitch is playing that guitar for money. That's why I love Jerry Reed. He is not afraid to be okay with settling. That's really what life's about, ain't it? Settling until you're no more meddling. Love by the penny, pays by the pound. Said, son, I had to damn. That's why I got me a horse, because I was tired of having to have my damn box trucks DOT upgraded to 45,000 plus pounds every time I had to goddamn. It is like hauling freight, trying to bring home some of these gals. That's what America's all about. Deep fried titties rolled around in custard, eating powdered sugar off one another's nipples, while you blacked out in the corner with a bottle of Budweiser, dangerously close to getting into someone's butt in this here triangle. I ain't gonna say whose, but it was me one time. It slipped down in the couch cushion and I rolled over on my side, but I woke up and I turned around, that big ass girl sitting over there with that thing finna stick it in there, and I turned around and I slapped the hell out of her. I said, and my horse took off, unloosening the slack in her manacles, drug her ass right out the window, and that went window number 7, straight out the frame. Bam! If we know how to do 2 things, it's build dildos, herded up fat women, train horses, reinstall windows, but we can't count worth of nothing. We're pretty bad at counting. I guess you could say us sleeveless men, we're no count fellers. Fucking ha ha ha. Spare me the rain of rotten tomatoes, why don't you? One of these days we're going to have interactive audiences. And boy, that'll be the end of humanity. Hey, let's give a bunch of dum-dums with technology fame for being dum-dums with technology. Great idea, right? Better than handing me the access to this here goddamn propane torch for no good reason. Now, if and you is in a pinch, you can use this to solder heavy gauge wires, but we ain't gonna have to worry about that. I'm just turning it on for dramatical effect, because the air is very thick with the smell of Duke's mayonnaise, Suave antiperspirant, Suave shampoo and conditioner 2-in-1, Caress body bars, moldy shower curtains, skunked beer cans, and blood from people stepping on broken glass beer bottles, because they is everywhere. It is a trailer park. Don't walk around barefooted. You will cut yourself. There is literally a crew that has to come out and unclog the gutters because so much foot blood gets shed over cut glass on beer bottles. These son bitch kids is tough as hell, dumb as hell, and again, they can't really count good. So they ain't sure if that's the first time or hell, man, how am I supposed to know it's going to cut me until I step on it again? It might do something different. Hell, it might turn into electric guitars and fly away on a string of Eric's, Rick Springfield records. Hell, never know. In the days of dildo regeneration, anything is possible, especially if Donald goddamn Trump sits in that White House. Then I can resuscitate a Frankenstein dildo with Bluetooth capabilities, an extended toggle switch with a soldering iron. Hey, only got somebody hold my beer, man. Looking straight. Now, for those of you out there who value the amount of brain cells you have left, good night. But for those of y'all who just can't help but see if the monkey's going to throw some shit at you or not, you know you could throw the shit at you at any moment, but it's just too damn funny to not keep watching in suspense and constant, oh shit, there's some shit mode. My pa used to always say, you never know when you got to dodge the turd throwing monkey, so be on alert. Wise man, my pa. God bless his soul. Oh, he ain't dead. He ain't much alive, though. He married a monstrous whale of a woman, trying to marry him and kill him with cholesterol so what she could take over his trailer park empire. But that ain't gonna happen. The neighborhood association right here is in full bedsheet regalia and will not hesitate to burn lowercase t's in this lady's yard and letting her know it is time for you to just get on out here. Just get on now, get. Get on out here. Go on, get. But we got to dress up like spooky Halloween ghosts, else and it's never gonna work. What about you? You ever seen Scooby-Doo? The ghosts work. She smokes a lot of pot. She gets the paranoid sometimes. But it ain't like somebody's gonna try and scare her out of a trailer park with terrorism. Who would do that? Not me. I was busy sitting at home soldering a dildo back together in between tearing the sleeves off of shit that I wear. You know, going places. Put it in the hospital or the county jail. Now this here little metal contact plate on the bottom of our input jack. Once you tear off the excess pieces of circuit board and get down to the leads, it's going to be a little wobbly and it's not going to want to stay on there. So you got to be ready to do some soldering, finally. Right here is the difference between simple battery and just plain old family violence. Metaphorically, allegedly speaking. That's why I don't drink that import shit. Before we go ahead and splice these wires on these leads here, what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a nice little nub of solder here for what our new wires to latch on to. Kind of like, gold diggers at a fancy pants New York bar with hip hop music and such. why I love fat girls. They so damn drunk. They just glad to go the hell home with somebody who knows where their keys are. They ain't their keys. I just got a set of keys that I bring with me. And I say, I found your keys. She said, oh, I'm going home with you because you're such a hero. Things I learned from George Costanza, I tell you what. They say Seinfeld never learned nobody nothing. All right, then. Says the person who ain't currently trying to buy on a goddamn dildo. I'm gonna bring a smile into somebody's life again from a remote location via Wi-Fi. No, you can't see what's going on down here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you down here in the meat and taters of this here operation. This is what we all came here for. Other than the educationally enriched to find dialogue of yours truly from Lot 34. Technology. Oh, look how cool it is. It's just melting, y'all. Never mind the smoke coming off this here stuff. Just don't breathe it in. You'll be all right. It'd be worse if it had the flux on it. Safety's for assholes. That's what I always say. Hell, I still got all 4 of my arms and legs. Allegedly. According to the Disability Bureau, I almost lost my left leg. In case y'all missed it. Now what we got here is a good solid lead. That clip in there ain't going nowhere. Don't get nothing in you. That's only 3.5 goddamn millimeters right there. That space right there is tighter than dick skin. You don't want to go fucking it up. These little other metal tabs back here, they don't mean jack shit no more because we ain't using this thing for cell phone audio transmission no more. These things are not part of the electronic signal process. It is part of a circuit which is dead and gone, like my Uncle Terry's ex-wife, whom he killed with a beer bottle on New Year's Eve because he thought she was the pin the tail on the donkey was getting smart. We drink like hell around here. It's either that or watch kids throw broken beer bottles all day at you. No one wants to get attacked by the bottle kids. So we just all drink ourselves into oblivion, give them some ammunition, choose a team, gamble on a NASCAR, you know. Things that we do when we ain't repairing dildos for rocket science. I meant mad science. Part of my effigy. It would seem as if my live cast is premiered on Fox Network, what with the nobody who's watched it. Yet still I film mad science. It sleeps only when it passes out. But when it's partying, it's making dildos work again. That's my mission. For now. At least till the last call throws another beach one my way. Oh Lord, I'll fall in love with a girl the size of a beach ball and half the size of the world. Her waistline will show you how far the east is from the west. I don't know about Jesus much. From one busted out pocket to the other. Anyway. Now pay no mind to this here. You ain't gonna need this. Make sure that this here piece of solder is severed from each side, because these things will ground themselves out and you won't have a proper electrical connection. So just when you get everything soldered up good to where you can get ready to start splicing, then you just take your soldering iron and just wipe that shit away right there. Just like, you know, blood off a 40 bottle. Don't ask, because I'd probably tell you. Allegedly. Joe Donnie, you give that damn dog some peanut butter so he'd shut its yap. I'm trying to film some mad science here. Alright, I'll be right back. Joke's on him, he don't know what peanut butter looks like from a goddamn can of dirt. That somebody's going outside with a jug of milk. But it'll keep him busy for about 3 or 4 hours. No, Donnie, you gotta splash him and hit him in his butthole so he'll stop barking. Don't you know how peanut butter trap works? For those of you just tuning in, we are repairing a dildo with cannibalized parts from other dead yet color coordinated electronics. We say if you build the world a better mousetrap, the world will beat a step to your door. But if you build a better trap mouse, then Beats Doors will build a step to your path. Fuck it. Thug life. She my little Idaho tater, finna be renewed, reused masturbator. Cried at night, 'cause this thing broke, till I come along and root around in the trash can. Decided I was gonna fix it, allegedly. 5 no's and a yes is still a yes, am I right? got to start somewhere. Sex toys in the garbage is just as good a stopping off point as any. Sky is the limit when you start from the gutter. That's what my pa always said. Because that whole loving for pennies paid by the pound concept is not working out too well. Soldering it sometimes can be as... It's just like playing Jenga with Michael J. Fox. Only you were Michael J. Fox. And the only one playing. Look, come on, guys. I'm an aspiring actor / mad scientist. I didn't say this shit was always going to be on point. Have you seen House of Pain? Exactly. Now we got what looks like a truck hitch with a set of nuts on each side, only really tiny. Now we're ready to mount our switch, splicing wires. Two leads, hot. The neutral line over the load, going to the next phase of the circuit. And then after it's all completed, we are going to install a ground wire back here that will safely close the circuit and give vibration to Frankendong. Fucking Frankendong, are you serious? Oh, god damn it. The sumbitch and jack is too fucking big. Oh well. It's a good thing we got a backup. Guess we don't have to route the power a little differently. The way this works, headphone jack plugs into the adapter input here. Leads come off of primary going across the load on the neutral side from the directly energized part to the battery on these two small leads that look like tiny balls, which carries a current, electronical, all kind of mojo jumbo shit up to these wires, which we are now going to splice in series with this goddamn purple switch with a red button on it, because I couldn't think of a better thing to call it. don't want to leave these two wires exposed like that. However, I'm going to leave the inner sleeves for the meantime into the circuit just for reference purposes. This is not going to be any part of the buzzer assembly when this all comes together. And I do mean together. Thought I was going to say something nasty, you stupids. America's a shame, shame, shame. But surprised? Hell no. And now that we have successfully jacked off into our input device here, phase 2. We have our input, which provides power from our load, and source provides power from our source, carrying current to our load, which in this case gives whole new meaning to the term load. Am I right? Yeah. Notice how after the split right here, the inside of these wires, though uninsulated, have very small strands of color coding. That is simply for no other reason other than proper ground to the headphones that we are not using. So, we can go ahead and safely assume that anything after the split don't mean shit. So we can go ahead and make our split decision right there. Some fire, cool shit. Do want to make sure though is that this uninsulated copper wire does not contact the red or the green. The red wire is the power line. The green wire carries it across the circuit. Oh, it's getting technical. People will learn some shit about electronic repair and or dildo resuscitation. Because this fictional lady whose garbage I rooted through in the purpose of making this scientific film, thankfully free of, knee-level swinging African tribes titties. I think education, that's a snuff film. Three wires. Hey, I feel like the latest season of Saturday Night Live, man. I'm putting out good material and ain't nobody fucking watching it. It don't matter. Right? Oh, barging ass nigga. Like you carrying a bunch of shipping containers on a river ass nigga. Oh, possibly containing a smuggling goddamn container full of cocaine and weapons ass nigga. Right? Oh, goddamn demonic hallucinations masturbating each other and setting children on fire in your peripherals ass nigga. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, goddamn, two grapefruits in a baseball sock looking titties having fun. I don't know whether, when I see this, I don't know whether to say, hey, or to pull one way and see if the other one will swing into it and start clacking back and forth like a metronome. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn, sidekick in Conan the Destroyer and Joker's #1 man in the 89 Batman looking. Where you look like that dude that went home with that bitch that was in Conan, the one that was on the horse, the warrior bitch, the black bitch, the one that was in that Vamp movie. The definitely not attractive, very tall, will probably assault you and win. That ain't no black woman, man. That's artificial intelligence with titties. Was that? I'm sorry if I've offended any women folk with that joke, or, for that matter, any warrior princesses seeking the favor of Conan the Destroyer. I have a very selective audience, and they do tend to get their butts hurt from time to time. But tough titty, said the kitty, but at least this shit is still on. Because mercifully, Georgia Power ain't shut us off yet. In next week's video, I'll teach you how to steal power from your neighbors using a drop cord. It's real simple. Alright, part 2. Electrifying the sumbitchin' circuit. Pardon me while I go down to the general supply. In any case, this should prevent compelling evidence to argue Baker Act passing in Georgia, right? Leaps and bounds, leaps and bounds. Oh, you're getting involuntary committed to the state hospital or a big barrel full of money and a Nobel Prize. Shit, I don't see the loss here. Have you seen the meds they give you down there in the state hospital? Niggas chase you around with butterfly nets and shit. It's a goddamn racket. It's a riot. Oh yeah, sorry about that. That's my needless propane can. It's mainly a prop can of propane. Who's this here buzzing in on my documentary nation? Okay, I'll call you in just a minute. I have to pause my... Are you fucking serious right now? That boy, isn't he gonna fucking flip out when he finds out that I'm live streaming a dildo repair. Cause god damn it, I want my 15 minutes of dumb fame. Cause I don't mind acting if there's a barrel of money at the end of that rainbow. I invented a new phrase too, dude. Love by the penny, paid by the pound. Sorry about the intermissions. I'll be right back.